Andy, you're from Germany and you work under Professor Christoph Hübig. And this is your second time in South Africa, in Barberton specifically. What do you think about our mountains and the Greenstone Belt?
Well, basically, I like the Barberton Mountains for several reasons. First, for the geology, of course, because it proposes a unique window into Archean geology and on the to the Archean surface of the Earth and all that stuff. Second, I like it for the beauty of the landscape and for the hiking trails and for the loneliness up there in the mountains. And third, I like the Barberton Mountains for the industrial heritage that they propose, because I'm very interested in industrial history, and there are lots of ancient gold mines, and I also was very intrigued by the former asbestos mine in Bulembu in Swaziland.
And you'll be coming back to Barberton. What do you think in future? Would you like to come back? Do you think there's still a lot that you need to learn?
Who knows? Maybe, I mean, for my master's project, it was actually just the right place to work, and maybe job opportunities will bring me back in the future, but I have no plans yet.
I'm a geologist, and my basic interest is on the early evolution of Earth and life. And in fact, this Barberton area is one of the most famous places for understanding this early evolution of life, because the very old rocks are well preserved in this area. So now I'm working and studying on this early evolution of life, and so this is my first time to visit here, so I'm really happy to come here. In fact, so during from my PhD course, I read many previous studies papers about these Barberton rocks, so that is why I have dreamed to come here. And
when was the first time that you heard about our rocks?
In fact, maybe in the master course, I think. So from my master course, I have been interested in this co-evolution of Earth and life, and so I think in my master course, I read first. I read the paper about this Barberton rocks.
Deon, you're a South African, and you are currently studying in Germany as well with Hübig. How do you feel about being back in South Africa? First of all,
I really missed my nation. It's nice to be back. Nice weather as well compared to Germany. And it's good to be back. The people are, as I remembered, we are now in election period, so there's a lot of political talking. But it's good to be back. And
where are you from originally?
I'm Vryburg in the northwest.
Van Vryburg, is the man van Vryburg. Okay. So you've never been to Barberton or to this area?
I've been in my bachelor's on a short university field trip. Yeah, but it was a few days.
Julien, you're also from Switzerland.
Yeah, exactly. I'm French, but I'm studying. I'm working in Switzerland as a postdoc like Massa.
So you're originally from France?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paris.
What do you think about Barberton and the mountains and what you've done here?
I think most of the things that has been said. The last one to talk. So it's the main reason I came here is because I'm interested in identifying the traces of early life in rocks, and those ones have not been cooked a lot compared to others in the world. So they are the best preserved, and so we can still have the opportunity to interpret the signal that we can find in the rock. So that's mainly the reason that I'm here, and there's still, in this aspect, there is still a lot to do. Most of the publication that deals with this kind of question have been made based on Australian rocks, and also a few studies in the Barberton. But
there's actually plenty of good publications about the Barberton Greenstone Belt, but this is only the science point of view. From the tourism point of view or from the public knowledge point of view, it is not that famous, to be honest. I think if I tell to anyone in Germany that I do my work here or I did my master's thesis here, nobody knows the Barberton Greenstone Belt in foreign countries, I think.
And what you're talking about, they know nothing about that. That's actually what I meant just now. I mean for the broader public.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. It's being published in, scientific journals and things, but not enough.
Geologists know the BGB, but not the normal average Joe people.
Yeah. There needs to be a lot of scientific outreach to get to the schools and to the teachers and to teach them that. When you look at even astrobiology and the search for life in the universe, you will start by looking here in your back door. How did it start here? And then you might be able to understand how it formed on other planets, some exoplanets somewhere. So this is what I went to. People talk about the Barberton, but again, these are biologists, geologists, astrophysicists. So it's really the average person that doesn't know that the people looking at the stars, searching for extraterrestrial life, looks here. They started Barberton and Australia to see how it formed here and to compare it to what happened
On Mars.
on Mars.
Would you tell people to, if they're in South Africa, make a point of coming to Barberton and seeing this?
Yeah.
I think this is something special, and I would especially recommend spending one night in Bulembu and looking at this old cableway museum and at this industrial heritage site, which it actually is. And this is something different, something you will not have on a usual South Africa round trip.
And you enjoyed your time here, apart now from the geology? I know you guys were most probably busy the whole day just in the mountains.
Yeah, exactly. So, this is my, in fact, as I said, it's the first time to visit here. And so, for me, it's Japanese, so everything is different, totally different from my Japanese style. So it's a kind of culture shock for me.
She fed you guys?
Yeah, really good food. This is one of the main things, to be back in South Africa and to eat a home-cooked meal.
Really still alive.
You're still alive. See, is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, certainly. It's just, for me, every time the geologists come here, it's just, it's like having my children home. And I just love it. And I think what needs to happen is more needs to be said about the World Heritage Site. It's not a military secret. I'm tired of having to search for information about the fact that we are a World Heritage Site. And I cannot elaborate on that enough. It's already been in the curriculum for the matric students, for the World Heritage Site, and there's no information out there. So I'm depending on these youngsters to give me the information to feed them. So, and for Barberton it's wonderful. We have got a little bit more than just the geology. We just need to find it.
Okay, you've answered all the questions that I was about to ask. So, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.